To just re-enlisted for 45 months. I heard that this is the stream to watch if you want to have fun playing with some excited wet beavers.
Oh my. Formed inside of dying stars, we will never be alone. Name is set in stone. All we've been and all we are. Formed inside of dying stars, we will never be alone. Name is set in stone. All we've been and all we are. Formed inside of dying stars, we will never be alone. Name is set in stone. All we've been and all we are. Formed inside of dying stars, we will never be alone. Name is set in stone.
I hope hell's harder than you thought it'd be. I hope people stop listening when you speak. I hope that you see me in your wet dreams. I hope karma's the bitch that she's always been. I hope the regret eats you from within. I hope the future brings you down to your knees. Forgiveness isn't working, so I hope you choke, and that you find yourself always the butt of the joke. Know that you are in my eyes, and when you're out getting wasted on something tasteless, hope you lose your mind, but not your patience when you realize you're just some guy. And this is such a little life. up hating your guts. I hope you always give your all and it's never enough. I hope you have no one you can trust. I hope your bridges burn. I hope you never learn how to heal, how to deal with the hurt. And I hope the thought of me makes you squirm. Forgiveness isn't working, so I hope you choke and that you find yourself always the butt of the joke. Know that you are in my eyes. I can picture you wasted in your unfinished basement, staring at photos of women naked when you realize you're just some guy. And this is such a little life. Such a little life. For such a little guy. Such a little life. For such a little guy. I hope hell's hotter than you thought it'd be. I hope people stop listening when you speak. I hope that you see me in your wet dreams.
They tell me I'm the bargain version of Lil Chase Hudson, Morrison, all the lost Paul Rudd's son, Joji, George O'Malley, Frank Sinatra. Are you really 13, 30, 12, and 20? Both are not. I'm getting them serial killer vibes.
What's up, everybody? I swear I remembered how to do all this stuff. Hashtag legit pro streamer over here.
I'm so happy because I'm a gummy bear, gummy bear. Fucking motherfucker!
Nice to see you as well, CP Geek. All right, I think we're squared away here. Well, let's see. Seema! First one out the gate there. Nice to see you, Seema, as always. CB Geek, 45 months. Thank you so much, friend. I heard this is the stream to watch if you want to have fun playing with some excited wet beavers. Oh, yeah. You would be accurate there, friend Areno. But welcome in. It's been a hot minute, but your boy's been busy. I think when I last talked to you, I was in absolute full stress panic mode over the sheer quantity of words I had to shove into my brain head for Draculia. And as things do, everything did come together. Not a show has been perfect. not a single one, and it's never the same spot. But we've gotten through half of our run. We're 5 performances and 1 weekend down. We got 5 more to go coming up this weekend. So I am planning on doing 2 streams. 2 Draculia streams. HB! Nice to see ya. But now you're a legitimate vampire hunter. That I am. But welcome, HB. Welcome. I've got some new... I want to call them toys, but they're tools. For improving the telecommunicational ability of ye old middle of nowhere theater. One of which is this fucking overkill cellular antenna thing. Like, I'm like, no joke. I haven't even really assembled it yet, but it's like, it's about this wide, And it's it's called the Long Ranger. The Long Ranger. But it's, as far as I could tell, is one of the most expensive ones on the market. So I'm going to be running that up the old 20-foot pole later this week. And it's claiming negative 21 dB of gain, which the one I have is maybe negative 7. So if I can triple my connectivity, that would put me around a little over 30 megabits down and 3 to 5 up, which, you know, I'm not going to be streaming in 4K from there, but on a 5 megabit upload, I'll take it. We may be able to do 720 on that. It's about this wide, holds arms open. It's called the Long Ranger. All right. Tools can be toys depending on how they're used.
This is true.
But, and then in addition to that, I have an extra bit of cable because I hit the maximum distance on my old antenna without the pole being fully extended. So there's a couple more feet to go there to get to the full 20 feet plus the like 10 to 12 feet that the roof is. So run that, and then once it goes to the booster and everything, I also, I guess I went a little overboard with it. I also picked up a new cell phone hotspot because I've had this. The one I got because it was more a test and it was cheap. But I got delivered yesterday a Nighthawk M6, which does 5G plus millimeter wave. And the big thing of it, though, is it has an Ethernet out on it, so I can run my own wireless gear. I mean, it's the hotspot itself is as Wi-Fi 6E, but I still think I can probably get more range if I connect a dedicated router to it. And the reason I sprung for that, all the extra money and whatnot, is that I have indeed gotten a connection once on my phone at the theater with 5G wideband. And I'm like, it is possible I can do it here. But that other hotspot doesn't support those bands. And if I read my booster correctly and what it is actually picking up, the 3 bands that it gets, I think that could translate into all these things combined having a pretty good connection there. Netgear's mid-range stuff is pretty solid. Yeah, I mean, I before stream, I got it all set up and everything. I also, another thing I've sort of been thinking about is, for the last year or so, I had moved over to using Mint Mobile from Google Fi just because I couldn't justify what they charge for data anymore. And I'm like, well, it's basically the same thing, and it has basically been the same thing. But then just for fun, just to try out something else, just about a month ago, I downloaded an eSIM for Helium Mobile. And because I mean, basically my Mint came up due, and they make you buy everything in advance. And so I was like, well, we'll try this out. It was $20, but it said 30 gigs of data before they would, throttle you down. And I'm like, well, I don't even. Well, Fi charges $10 per gig, and I was only doing 5 gigs on Mint Mobile. So, but I got that, and as soon as I changed over to that Helium SIM, my phone immediately connected to the 5G wideband, which it never gave me when I was running on Mint. And that made a massive difference. I guess they really, really deprioritize the Mint traffic, and that's got to be the way they do it. But but the 5G ultra wideband on the Helium Mobile is like at work inside in a brick building. I'm getting upwards of 500 megabit on cell. So, and by running mapping software for them, I get rewarded with mobile coin, which is their basically their cryptocurrency, and they let you trade that in to prepay your phone service. And in the month I've been using it, I mean like a couple of days from that, I've made more from mapping than it costs per month of service. So I basically have free cell service now. So I ordered a second Helium connection, this time with an actual SIM card, and got that shipped here as I'll throw this in this new hotspot. If this works, then I could technically have free 30 gigs of free cellular connection at the theater going forward. And it fucking works. It fucking works. So, 5G ultra wideband. Oh. I thought Lucius Fox smashed up the servers for the mapping. But it's, yeah, I mean, you kind of think on the surface like what's, I don't know. It seems weird, but it does the thing. I've made more than I'm paying into it at this point, just by doing their mapping. And again, you only need to map a small amount to get your day's credit. I just leave mine running all the time. I don't get extra credits for it, but yeah, it's when I get it running at the theater, I'll let everybody know how it works in that instance. But again, it connects in this unlocked hotspot, which I was kind of like, if it doesn't work, then whatever. I'm out $20 that I paid for the SIM card. But if it works, then I'm not, because I'm also running Mint Mobile at the theater, and that's up for renewal next month. And yeah, that'll be nice. Of course, also, it was basically last week I pulled the trigger on all this stuff, and I was like, because of how kind of shit the stream was with the stream quality was with Cinderella, and I'm like, I kind of want this to be right, as good as it can possibly be. And we weren't making any headway on the local fiber company and everything. That we had they kept pushing back our site visit and everything, and I'm just like, I don't know, I think we're getting the runaround here. And even then, if they approve it, it has to go to our board of directors, who has to vote on whether we can pay for this fiber connection or not. So, but as of like 2 days ago, they did complete the site survey. They're like, yes, we can give you an aerial drop, just like I knew they could. So the pitch has gone to the board now for, it's like $99 installation. I'm just trying to sell them on the bare bone cheapest connection they have. So that's a symmetrical 100 meg. But again, you know, any connection, and this is down in the village, so get that connection put in that they're willing to pay for, and then I can buy myself some point-to-point wireless relays to serve the other buildings, and then blast a signal up the hill to my roof-mounted 20-foot pole to then which kind of makes all this cell stuff that I just did kind of moot, but it's nice to have a backup, I guess, because I did lose power earlier this week. It was Sunday, actually. I got home from Sunday's rehearsal, and we had no power, and we didn't have power till like 11 p.m. No explanation, we just didn't have it. But is the theater tax exempt? Get a fiber people to donate the fiber and service as a sweet tax break-in. The fiber company is also a non-profit. Is it a co-op? What is, I don't know. But yeah, our next door neighbor, the music school, doesn't get it at a discount, so we won't either. But $99 all in for the installation, and then I think it's $79, which isn't great, but it's $79 a month for the 100 meg symmetrical. Not great, but that is the cheapest they do. Maybe in the future, you know, because they're brand freaking new as well. They only started installing customers last year. So, and it's a collection of very small towns. So, it's already heavily subsidized.
It's like a wiener. Sometimes it gets hard for no reason, but it won't stay hard forever.
Well, that's super cool. That won't work for purposes I was thinking. Yeah, but again, it's like I said, it's already heavily subsidized. So, and it's fiber in the middle of nowhere. So, but yeah, I mean, there's no reason to think they would turn around and be like, well, no, we're not going to do this, because it would also replace the single DSL connection in one of our residential buildings, which they're paying well over $100 a month for. So I just need them to do it, need them to pay for it, and then I can get all that other equipment. I can run these other connections. It's what I used to do. I mean, isn't ideal to be then serving 3 different locations off of a single 100 meg connection, but whatever. It's not like it's all going to be in use at the same time ever. But yeah, it'll be fun. God, I need a freaking haircut too. But I'm waiting until this show's over, because like as Dracula goes, I get more and more ragged and more like and with my hair looking shitty, it adds to that. But circling all the way back around, I have Friday off from work because it's Bennington Battle Day, which is a state of Vermont holiday for a Civil War battle that took place in New York. So I have the day off work. So Friday I'm going to be, assuming the weather cooperates, knock on wood, I'll be climbing up on the roof and getting all this stuff set up. But I've got the new hotspot configured here already. Gets 5G. Speeds are exactly what I want them to be. I'm configured an old router that I'm gonna feed into that. So yeah, we'll see. So the goal is Friday night I will be streaming Friday night's performance of Dracula right here on the old Twitch channel. And then as a test to see if all this new equipment works, and assuming everything does and smooth sailing, then we will turn around and do our official stream to the CoreyWorks YouTube channel Saturday night. So that about sums all that up, and I'm pretty stoked for it. I'm hoping it all works out. But how's everybody else doing? It's been, 10 days? It's been like 10 days since I last streamed. Can I get an intravenous ONT? 2 + 2 = 5? I've also kind of gone pretty whole hog into the SodaStream ecosystem, because it's something I've done, I guess. To the point I have one unit on my kitchen counter, and I have 1 unit on my desk at work. But it saves me going to gas stations and buying overpriced bubbly water. And this is like official Pepsi syrup, which tastes exactly how you think it would. But tonight, I've got a thing of just plain bubbles here, and we are going to make our own buble. because they make officially licensed Buble drops. And I've not tried any of these yet, but this one is peach flavored. And you know me, I'm a boy that likes his peach. So I'm a bit concerned with just this in general. I assume it's the same shit they make the Buble out of, but the first ingredient is propylene glycol. The first ingredient. I'm not joking. I'll show you. So, yeah. CB Geek is good. Bunch of first world problems. They delivered the incorrect takeout meal. Ordered chicken morongo. Received pasta carbonara. I called, got it sorted. My chicken morongo showed. I don't think I've ever heard of that dish. What's in it? Is it easy to get confused with carbonara? It sounds like a wildly different thing. But we're gonna jump on in and take care of this before this gets too warm. But oh, it's like a little nip. It's like a little nip of essence. Is that a glass? Yeah, it's a glass bottle.
Incredible what he just re-enlisted for 42 months.
Thank you for the 42 months. Waddy is at the meaning of life. Welcome in, Waddy. HB, more or less, same shit, different day for me. Managed to get going to the Gym to become a habit and did some pole fitness dancing on Saturday. Hey, good habit to get into. It's one of those things where, like, the getting started of it is the hardest thing. And then once you're going, you kind of keep going. Last night, CB Geek had a 5-hour stream where we installed Proxmox and Home Assistant on your previous router mini PC.
Yeah.
And failed repeatedly to flash a smart plug with different firmware because one of the jumper wires you were using was defective in a way I'd never seen before. In the middle of the wire, there was no one. You have one job! But how you doing, Waddy? How you doing? I just sort of summed up the all the network and internet stuff I've been working on for the theater and stuff in hopes of being able to stream a much better quality performance of Dracula here on Twitch on Friday and to the YouTube channel on Saturday. And we're gonna use this official Buble propylene glycol solution because that's what it is, to make our own peach pain water. Chicken morongo is very different. There's no pasta involved. It's chicken smothered in delicious mushroom sauce with mushrooms, peppers. That sounds really, yeah, that is definitely a different thing. And if I was expecting chicken morongo and I got pasta carbonara, I would not be happy. I would not be happy. Well, I'm glad that got straightened out at least. So that's good. All right, with the regular syrup, you're able to measure it using the cap. I don't know if it'll let us do that with this. Well, let's take a look. No, it just says to add 3/4 of a teaspoon. That's a ton. I don't know. That really kind of makes this inconvenient if you can't measure it using the cap. I mean, we'll try. But all right, let's get a crisp on this. I gassed the fuck out of it. So All right. Shh. Oh yeah, look at that. That's the way it should be. Looks like it looks like you could boil pasta in it. That's the way. That's how much fizzy it should be. Yeah, that is. Whew, that is peachy though. You know what? We're just gonna eyeball it here. Let's say. That much. That's probably way too much. Alright. I'll swirl it a bit. And then we're not going to open this for a minute. So that gas goes back into solution. But I basically put down to the label. This says it makes about 12 liters. Oh god, that was way too much. So one of these bottles, this is 0.9 liters. It's 0.89 if you want to get specific, but 0.9. So I should be able to make 12 of these. 13 maybe? 13 of these with one of these bottles. I definitely used more than that. Oh well, this is either going to be really peachy or... No, it's probably going to be really peachy. Crisp. Like I said, first world problems. Well, let's let that sit for a minute. I've never messed with Home Assistant before, but it's basically a local if this then that kind of automation software that supports like all the Internet of Things stuff from smart plugs to temp/hydrometer sensors to alarm systems to cameras to doorbells to light switches. All of the things. It can link to APIs for stuff like Google and Alexa can notify you on every messaging system I can think of. It integrates all the things in a way you could want. It sounds very thorough, which is also sounds like a very steep learning curve, but what isn't these days? But best of luck with it. I hope you're able to get it. I'm sure you'll get it sorted out. You're clever and you're resourceful. All right, that's settled down. This means we get another crisp out of it. So why am I'm running this 8. It's not even running. It's in fan mode. It's not kicking the compressor. Whatever. I'm going to turn this off. It's so quiet now. All right. Super crisp. All right, I really hope I didn't ruin this. It does. All right, well, cheers. Sláinte, everybody. The peach smell is barely there. And what is there is... It's so fake. It's so fake. That's disappointing. That is super disappointing. The closest thing I can relate this to is... it kind of takes me back to when I worked at gas stations and when I worked... in the sex toy / head shop. Because we sold a lot of tobacco, like actual tobacco products. And there was all these different types of blunt wraps and flavored tobacco stuff. Like all these different, flavors, but is mainly where the smells. And there it is. And there was a peach one that I both liked and hated. Just the smell. You could smell it through the packaging, and it was just like it was very clearly like an artificial sort of peach aroma thing. But it was almost the type of artificial peach flavor that they would put into like a fruit snack or something like that, where like it's fake, but you still kind of enjoy it. But it's like kind of treaded that line because I like peach aroma things so much anyway that when it's not quite there, it just makes me not like it even more. If that makes any sense. Did you accidentally buy Buble vape juice? I mean, considering the fact that the first ingredient is propylene glycol, I wouldn't be surprised if this was also vape juice and they're just like, well, you can technically also drink it. But no, this was it's got SodaStream branding on it. But yeah, not good. Surprisingly not good. Especially for like an officially licensed thing. I know Buble is a Pepsi product and Pepsi owns SodaStream, which is why you're able to buy official Pepsi and Mountain Dew syrups for SodaStream now, which is great. Which is absolutely great. This is Pepsi Zero syrup. Tastes exactly the way it's supposed to. The Mountain Dew syrups taste exactly like they're supposed to. Even the Starry. I will say this though, I've never really been big on like Sprite lemon lime sodas. Especially the redesign of Sierra Mista's Starry, it just seemed pointless to me. But the Starry syrup with properly carbonated, like, as the kids would say, that slaps. But yeah. Okay, I'm home and back on my computer. All right, welcome back, Waddy! Ah, dang it. I got my orders all out of place. I have to remember, leave that one on and turn this one off. So, Waddy! Yeah, then we have that nice decay, rather than doing it like this, and then it sounds like, Waddy! And it just cuts right off, because nobody likes that. Waddy had your second day of training today, and at 11:35 a.m. your power went out. I lost power randomly on Sunday. Like, what the heck? What the heck? I hope it wasn't out for too long. It was a virtual training on your computer. You had to drive quickly to your besties. Get off of your computer, Waddy! It isn't designed to survive people waits. Oh, I see what you're doing there. But well, I'm glad you were able to sort that out real quick. And hopefully you didn't miss too much of the training. And I hope it's going well so far in general. And I'm sure it's kind of strange after all this time to be going back into the workforce, but it took you so. The damn workforce took so dang long to come back around to you that it's also about damn time, because you put everything into it. It is going well in general. Nice. Glad to hear that. Does anyone else get Bennington Battle Day off on Friday like I do? Vermont's fake holiday, so that there's one day in August where the state employees don't have to go to work. But yeah. Yeah, now that folks have... Oh, Anya May's here. I didn't even notice. Anya May! I know you're lurking, but Anya May, you're here, and I'm acknowledging you! That's a long decay on that. Wouldn't be surprised if Bennington Battle Day wasn't celebrated by New York. But yeah, first weekend of Dracula, it went well. With the exception of Friday, nobody showed up in terms of an audience. Zero. Our audience was zero. It was also the day the hurricane came through. So, on the other hand, it's kind of not surprising, but it ended up not being like, it's probably, the trauma response. Everybody was just like, oh God, here it comes again. But we dodged any substantial negative effects pretty well, but no audience showed up, but we were there and we did the show anyway to nobody. But on the flip side, it enabled our director to spend the entirety of that run just taking hundreds of production photos. So he just ran around taking pictures the whole time. So we got a real nice collection of pictures from the audience-less show, so it didn't go to waste. And just with how gargantuan the memorizing and everything has been for this, it was good to not have a day in the middle of that where we just didn't run. So I got chicken fingers at the ballpark, and 3 of them were raw inside. Oh, that's terrible! Did you go back and shake your fist angrily at them? And did they give you not raw ones? It was a long day. You also went to a minor league baseball game and your team won 0-4. Or 4-0. That's it. I hope you at least gave it a 2 out of 10 rating just for the drink. CB Geek doesn't have to work on Friday because you got a pretty reasonable vacation package and already have too many days left at the end of the year that I don't get paid out for, and it's slow just now until next week anyway. You've taken all the Fridays off this month. Nice. It was terrible. I gave them back and they did give me non-raw ones, but I would have preferred a refund. At that point it's like, how do I know the next ones are going to be fine? HB has to work on Friday. Wisconsin doesn't have any of those fake holidays that Vermont has. Well, hopefully it's an easy day. An easy, uneventful day that passes quickly. Next week, students come back. I work at a university, which means the research professors that I support will want me to work with them for all the things. Yeah, for me, that busy time is June, basically. Mainly because it's working for state government. It's you're at the end of the fiscal year, which ends/starts the 1st of July. So, but our busy time kind of carries right through until like January, just because once you're then in the new fiscal year, new laws come into effect and all this other stuff, and people are stressed out, and yeah, but me and my little equipment closet, I do my thing, I do my best. So they're actually called chicken tendies on the menu. Psst, chickens don't have fingers. Well, not regular chickens. Yeah, I was trying to think of anything else. My two raises have officially taken effect, with how like the payroll system and everything is delayed. Technically, they took effect the beginning of July, but I am only now receiving paychecks for them in the right amounts because of how far the payroll system is delayed from reality. So Yeah, it's my cost of living increase of 4.5% that's in my union contract, and then I also got another step increase as a merit reward for all the hard ass work I did during the floods. So those two things combined, I think it was what was it? It was 8.5% increase with those two things, I think. If I did the math right.
Chris Lamp just re-enlisted for 45 months. Feel the pain or something. Woo, woo, woo.
Lamp! Didn't know if we were gonna see you tonight. I had fully intended on doing the ramen noodle seltzer tonight, but around 8 o'clock, I realized I didn't have any ramen noodles. And I was not about to put things on my lower extremities so I could leave the house and go get some. There it is. Now Lamp is here. Now it's official. So we will pinky promise. So pinky promise, pinky swear. 1 week from today, next Tuesday, we will do ramen noodle seltzer. Oh yes, we will. So mark your calendars if you want to see that horribleness. Raises are always pretty great. Yeah, and this one having two stacked on top of each other on top of the step increase that I got in March. That's technically 3 raises for this year. Which, yeah, I ain't complaining. After the taxes and everything else is taken out, it makes the actual amount of my paycheck $120 higher every 2 weeks than it was before. So after everything's come out, my take home is an extra $120 with all that. So hey, I'll take it, especially with 2 car payments now. Let's see, where were we? I just got my reclass raise too. First reclass since I started. Updated all the income info on my credit card providers, my new income, and asked for credit increase across the board to bolster my credit score. Got them to extend my line of credit by about a used car. Woot woot! That's awesome. I think only one of mine gave me one of those this time around. But I have like 3 that I don't use for anything anymore. So there's really no incentive for them to increase the limits on them because I don't use them. But they all tally together. I think if I were to add all of that together, it's something like $42,000 they say I'm good for. So, okay, whatever. Let's make sure I'm not missing anything here. Short-lived for me, just stopping in quick to say hello, then back to the Doobie Brothers. No show next Tuesday for me. You'll be rolling plenty of doobies when you're living in a van down by the river. The lead singer needs to retire. There's a oh man. Well, I hope you got your earplugs in. But if I read that correctly, that means you will be here next Tuesday because you don't have to work a show. Is that what you're saying? So that you will be here for the ramen seltzer. Because I would have done it the last time I streamed, but you were working a concert and I didn't want to have you miss it. I use my credit cards for pretty much everything and I pay it back every month. I try to do that. Well, I have one specific one that I put most of my day-to-day purchases on. And then pay that off every month. And then like twice a year I'll turn around and use the cashback rewards from it to fund some other purchase. And actually that Nighthawk cellular router thing that I was talking about that I bought, I didn't pay for that. I cashed in credit card rewards, so to pay for. So free to me. I'll take it. Yeah, if you have the financial discipline to be able to not overspend with it, and then to be able to pay it off before the statement hits every month, it's absolutely a solid strategy. But a lot of people can't, so you got to kind of. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Hope everyone's doing well. Just been chilling. For some reason, I'm hearing a double, but hopefully that's just water in my... Ugh, that's no fun. All right, back to work. Show ends at 10:15, so you might be back for Mars. Remember, it is a Tuesday, so we are ending a bit early. So I want to... So stream ideally will be over... Oh, Jesus, it's already 9:40. Yeah, we'll be peacing out around about 11-ish. So... Bleh. So yeah, won't be. Wait, 9:40. So we'll be starting Marbs in about an hour. Wow, I can't process time, I guess. Vocal cords age as we do, and it's sad that a lovely voice can be ruined by age. They can be, but also depending on like good training with proper technique. It doesn't necessarily have to. I mean, you look at someone like Tony Bennett, who was able to keep his voice till he died. But if you've had the training and you know how to take care of it, yeah, absolutely, you can keep your voice. But a lot of singers just don't. And a lot of singers are like, I know how to sing. I don't need a vocal coach. I don't need to take singing lessons. It's like, it's not about that. It's about learning how to take care of your instrument. But, well, a lot of singers have egos, so. I'd like to think that with the almost 20 years of classical training I had and everything, I'll be able to hold on to most of mine, if and when I get super old. Roger Daltrey's 80 and still sounds great. Yeah. Absolutely. I totally get that, not being able to pay things back every month. I did that for a long while. Them third world problems that way too many people have to work with. From what I've heard, the two biggest killers to voice are disuse and additional crap. Yeah, I mean, environmental factors, yeah, but using it wrong, that's the big thing. And a lot of pop singers now, even with like vocal coaches and everything, the style of high belt singing that a lot of pop stars have, I'm thinking like Adele as a prime example. There's no real, like, people look at metal singers as like, oh, they're destroying their voice. Actually, they're some of the safest singers. Because there are techniques you can do to metal scream absolutely safe, because you're not even using your vocal cords. But these high belt pop singers like Adele, who has had to have surgery in her 30s because of nodules, vocal nodules that appear when you really stress the heck out of your vocal cords. Like, these are things that some like opera singers might have to have done in their 50s or 60s, and these pop stars, they're pushing their voices in an incorrect way so hard because that's what the pop sound, the modern pop sound right now requires. They're literally destroying their voices by the time they're 30, in their 30s. So But anyway, yes, the voice is a very important and a very usable instrument. But like most of our other bits on our body, it is possible to wear them out if you do not take proper care of them. And you really do need the assistance of professionals to ensure that you don't. Who? Hard rock and heavy metal singers scare me because they do it so well. People who do fast rapper impressionists impress me in a similar way. Yeah, and there's actually like one of the gold standard for learning like the basics for singing metal is a program designed by Melissa Cross called the Zen of Screaming. And a lot of like really top metal singers have worked personally with Melissa Cross on their techniques. And it's one of those things, like they're like all these things add up like tools in a toolbox, and it's really cool. It's really cool. But anyway, it is 9:44. I do want to play a little Timberborn before we jump on over to Marbs. So I'm going to take a quick bathroom break now because all this soda stream's flying through me. So we're going to take a very quick bio break here. We're about an hour into stream, so we'll take a bathroom break. We're going to run our ads so we're not interrupted later, and we'll be back. We'll play with our beavers for about half an hour. So, half hour, 45 minutes. So, get up, stretch, get yourself a tasty beverage if you don't yet have one, and we will be right back momentarily. Chester Bennington had an awesome... Oh, yeah, he was so good. He was so good. And even then, I hesitate to think of someone with an upper register these days, like right now, playing at the same level that Chester played. Where Amy Lee at? James Hetfield falls into the category too. Yep. All right. PP time, BRB, and then it's Beaver time. So, all right. Be right back. Where the heck's this thing? All right. Let's. There we go. This will work. I think.
Why do I feel like a lab rat, pushing the pleasure lever to death and doom scrolling, just zoning in my digital meth. My real life cries, missing everyone that I meet. I trade in thirst trap snaps for real life body heat. So GPT laughs cause the humans are dead, and now I'm only with as much as the prompts in my head. I should feel lucky that I'm walking in the century. I try to smile in denial in my chat GPTSD, cause I'm an absolute pro. Nothing quite like bad news to chase away the blues, to drain my energy and leave me less enthused about life and confused on my moral attitude, sacrificing my emotions at the altar of views. Give me scary headlines to waste away my time, to get me up in arms about the latest hate crime. No longer feeling fine, got a cortisol high, the undo the good work of all my SSRIs. I'm dying cause I'm an absolute pro. Is dead, feel like a fish out of water. I want my alma mama's cringing bottomless enchiladas. My inner Leo is loose, regaling tales with dupes. It's giving core, cottage go with Haley B. Juice. Crusty-eyed dog, strip on fluoride stairs with incognito but caring, getting that boyfriend air. All squeaky clean girls been scrapping their bill. I'm checks in customer service, but they just read me to filth because I'm an absolute pro. 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 And I'm an absolute pro. Please forgive my ugly. I should have picked to be born more lovely. I should have picked a face that would have more easily won a place for me. Heart rent free. Please forgive my dimensions. I just should have designed myself for your bad intentions. I just should have picked a form that would have made good mental porn for all of your odd fantasies. I don't care if it hurts me. I wanna be worthy, the world to be thirsty for me. I will grind night and day like a cosmetic slave till you're 6 feet down.
And we're back! And I figured out what was wrong with my air conditioner while I was at it. After, when I lost power on Sunday, it reset all my settings, so it was, the baseline temperature was like 74. So it wasn't kicking on at all, and it was getting hot as balls in here. So put it back to 68 where I like it, and now it's cranking nice, cool air. Hashtag winning. Oh yeah, and I said I'd give you an update on this Nothing Watch. 10 days ago. I got to 11 days on a single charge. It was down to 15% on day 11, so I decided to finally just charge it. And that is the only time I have charged it in the 3 weeks. 3 weeks I've had it. It came fully charged out of the box, so I've charged it once, and I'm still going on that one charge that I've charged. So, got the battery life I wanted. That was the big thing. All right, it is time for Little Timberborn. Get your beavers ready, folks. You have an AC. Lucky. The rain has been the only thing keeping it cool in my basement in over a week. That is impressive. Yeah, I was... The only reason I haven't bought, like, for years, didn't get an actual smartwatch is the fact that so many of them are like, you have to charge them every damn day, and I'm like, I don't want that. That's why I held on to my old-ass Fitbit for almost 10 years. But, yeah. Does all the normal smartwatch shit, and got 11 days on a charge, so I will take it. Alright, what are we doing here? We're making it so you can see the game. Headly doodly beddly doodly headly doodly beddly. There we go. Alright, I think we may be about as far as we can get on this tiny little map. I think we've more or less conquered it. But we'll poke around, see if there's anything else we can really do.
And butthole pleasures.
It's not about butthole pleasures at all.
Well, if that's what you want us to do. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm remembering. So the last thing we did is we installed the proper butt plug. So the doo-doo water will never flow again. Never. Well, unless there's a bad tide, but so poo-poo falls is no more. And then we dug this, I know there's a proper name for these things. It's not an aqueduct, it's a canal! We dug a canal to bypass some of this water down here. Because otherwise, these power wheels were doing a whole lot of nothing. I guess they're still doing a whole lot of nothing. Yeah, I guess there's just not a whole lot of water moving in here. Oh, it's because there's none. There's none flowing over. I guess that would explain it. Oh, well, this is not ideal. That's not what we want. Maybe we have to make it deeper. You know, that's probably what it is. What do we got for dynamite? You can sometimes find window AC units on Facebook Marketplace for anywhere from $3 to $50. Well, I think Fates is in a basement, and I don't think he has regular windows, so a regular AC wouldn't work. Oh, we got 14.6 of dynamite. So let's... Okay, that's all kind of the same. If we make this deeper... Well, so at least get a little more water into here. Anyway, it's not a big deal. We have one power wheel left. No windows. Your only outside access is a sliding door. Oh yeah, so no window. Yeah, so even a portable one wouldn't really work because you need to vent those to the outside. Plus, I'm in a condo basement that has no air circulation, so the dehumidifier and dryer. Yeah, especially dehumidifiers. Those things are space heaters. We have one that we have to run in the green room, and it just heats it up. Something fierce. Yeah, I mean we're kind of rocking and rolling here. I'm blue, da boo dee da boo die. Let's match the map. Okay. So the last real big thing we could do is we could put a what are these? Yeah, we could put a mine here. What do we need for this? 4,000. So we have the science. We need 250 logs. We have 39. We need 350 gears. We have 52. And 200 treated planks. We have 61. Okay, so that's basically the end game project there. Because once that's in place, the map is kind of done. We could also, theoretically, since we can't really rely on this the way I would have hoped. Unless we stopped this end up a bit, so that more water came this way. For like two... Oh, that's deep too. Yeah, I don't know. Doesn't really seem worth it though. I'm going Army of Fans this year. Hey, moving air works. It really does. At the basic level. That's really all we need. Especially if you do the old trick with a wet towel in front of it and sort of like a rinky-dink swamp cooler. Oh, we just about... There's 26 pieces of scrap metal left there, and then this is all done. And we could theoretically do some building up here. Our berry storage is packed to the rafters. So let's... pause those. We have all... Builders are maxed. Haulers are maxed. Well, I guess we can get another farmer. Another farmer. We're kind of just rolling on everything, huh? Kablamo! How much dynamite do we have now? 6. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we're kinda just... What is this? Oh, centrifuge. Forgot about that. My main issue with getting the army of fans is where I'd keep them when I move. I think the box AC might be an investment, but a future one at least. Yeah, something to have in the back pocket. Gravity batteries are still kicking ass. They're barely even being used. We got our wind farm up here. It's our efficiency. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, we have plenty of power.
The minimum wage in Pennsylvania is $7.25, and I just wanted to
Phoenix!
But nobody was there to work. To
Keep the fucking lobby open!
And I don't want to eat a Mexican pizza in my car.
It smells like shit!
But it tastes delicious.
Let's try to think of how we can do this here. Welcome in, Phoenix. Welcome in, welcome in. Actually, no, that's... What is that one? Let's put a set of stairs. Sure. Do that. Howdy, howdy, y'all. What up, Buttercup? Just finished running your weekly D&D game. How does the water work? Should I think like Minecraft and just think game logic? Where do bad tides come from? So the water is all generated in springs, which is through these rocks right here. So this is where all the water on the map comes from. And we've routed some of it down here to keep this area of the map green. And this is the main river here. And then we've put this levee in here in hopes to get these to spin again. And the bad tides come from buttholes on the map, which we have since covered up with this big old butt plug, and all the beavers that want to know all about the butthole pleasures just go down those steps and they find out all about them. And that's also where they can go and get the...
And butthole pleasures?
It's not about butthole pleasures.
whenever they want them. It's where they can also go and harvest this tasty poo-colored liquid here, which is not tasty. But we need it for making dynamite and stuff. Alright, let's put a priority on those steps. So the rest of these put in. I'm just trying to think, if we make this deeper and there's more water in there, well, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to flow in fast enough. Or maybe blow up one of these pieces of dam so that it's always kind of flowing out. And maybe would turn these. Yeah, I just don't know. I don't know. Actually, let's freaking high speed it. Why are we running at normal speed? Work, my minions, work! That's better. Alright, now put the rest of that dynamite in there. Okay, how much do we have left? Oh, we used it all already? We are making it, aren't we? Gears. Explosives. Oh, it's just... yeah, there's so much running right now that there's just no... I see. We're using it as fast as we can make it. Well, what if we got running over here? We have a lumber mill, and we have a gear workshop. Okay, well, what if we just pause these for now? Pause the gear workshop, pause the lumber mill, and turn the power wheel back on. We're missing a worker. Alright, well, let's pause. Okay, where's the hauling? We have a shit ton of haulers. Let's pause one hauler. So we can put someone in the shaming wheel. Alright, that should... well, it's better. It's not great, but it's better. We could stop the smelter, too. But we need the metal for our endgame project. Poo being made into explosives isn't actually that inaccurate. Bird poo or guano can be made into fertilizer, which is... yep, absolutely. Warehouses of this fertilizer have exploded before, and... oh, yeah, and the, what Timothy McVeigh did in Oklahoma City, that involved, like a lot of these, acts of destruction involve a truck full of fertilizer as well. Alright, one more. We need one more dynamite. Alright, someone go in there and finish that. Then we'll get some big bada booms. There we go. Kablamo! Nice. Alright, now I think just just to see what will happen, I kind of want to just delete this damn piece. And just let that run. Oh! I think that might have done it. Alright, well, let's pause that, unpause that, unpause that. That's running 100%. That's running at 100%. Alright. Cool. We did it. I didn't expect that to work like it does. All right. So we have surplus power now, don't we? So we're applying... Oh, it's nighttime, so nothing is drawn. But we're doing about 650 or so horsepower across all these wheels. Damn it! There was a D'Angelo near where I lived in Connecticut as a teen where they over-mulched the 3 bushes in front of the parking lot, and they just caught fire twice. Oh, jeez. I believe the massive explosion that occurred in Beirut a few years ago was also the work of... Yeah, that was crazy. Oh shit, we got a bad tide coming. Literally, oh shit. It is doo-doo water on fast approach. But it shouldn't impact us at all. Honestly, it should not impact us at all. Kablamo! The first time 1.5 bushes were burned up, the second time they all went.
And butthole pleasures.
It's not about butthole pleasures
at all.
Sometimes, believe it or not, it's not about it. Alright. Let's refresh our memory here. So for the mine, we need 250 logs. We're at 174. Okay. 350 gears. We're at 85. And treated planks, 200. We have 70. I wonder if that's because we have no pine resin. Okay. Well, let's unmark. How do we unmark? Okay, how the heck do we unmark sources to be cut? I've only ever marked them. I've never unmarked them. I don't want to demolish them. Oh, unmark. Right there. Alright, we're going to leave these... Or these. We're going to leave these pine trees in place so that they can produce sap, because we need it for the treated logs. We'll harvest the other ones. We could just start building it now. Ooh, this one's so close to being done. Lots of people here tonight thinking about buttholes. I might even say it's an odd amount of people. Oh, they're making up for lost time. It's been 10 days since the last stream, so they got to make up for all that lost butthole pleasure opportunity. Hi, person. I swear the sounds were coming from the game. I was like, I've never heard these sounds before. It's a mare bear.
I was just like digging around in the camera.
I hope somebody clips that.
Like 5 minutes.
The
I was like going like this and shit.
Because the beavers do make little noises, and I'm like, I've never heard these noises.
That's the sound beavers make. It goes, ah, ah. I brought you
Well, we've got a mare bear here.
energy drinks for Eric. Don't drink that. They had a rough trip. I'm sure they're still tasty.
We have Liquid Rage.
Woody!
We have Toxic Rick. I wonder if it tastes like pickles.
Pushy.
And I'm busy.
Pushy.
Thank you for clipping that.
Yay. I know, I was there like a solid 5 minutes. Like, wonder how long I could be here. And like, I bet the chat is gonna give me away, if anything.
And apparently they didn't.
Yeah.
Until Waddy said hello person behind Mare Bear.
How are your beavers?
And it's a Zan or two.
And
I'm here too.
And Tom.
I was like
live here
behind
anymore.
him for 5 minutes, so you didn't even notice. The chat gave me away. They're like, hi person behind Eric. I know, we did a raid!
A real life raid.
But nobody's redeemed Eric. Don't drink that.
Yeah, not yet.
If these
but
have-
he'll have it. He will have it for when it happens. They will be ready.
Well, stuff with caffeine I won't do on a weeknight, so.
Makes sense.
But they will be there.
Be like, take you back to your olden days. News for the caffeinated.
So how does it feel to be back?
It's weird.
It's real weird.
It's weird.
To be honest. Like, the people are excellent. I'm not just saying that to make y'all feel better, but y'all.
Yeah, we
it
miss
really-
you.
Yeah, we miss a lot of people. It's like solid. It's
And
solid.
I'm here too.
But to be back in Vermont, I'm not digging it. I'm not digging it.
That's fair.
Yeah, we came for the people, not the state.
Yeah, like it just feels
You
like
came for the people.
it just feels like expensive West Virginia. It's expensive.
You heard it here, folks. Vermont is expensive West Virginia.
Yeah, it's expensive liberal West Virginia. Now that's an insult and a compliment at once.
Waddy's asking if those are planchette earrings.
These are, let's see. They say, do not trust the living.
From the backside, they kind of are shaped like balls.
There's some oval balls there.
I mean, like, no, just look at this.
Yeah, I guess they
shape
kind of have that truck nut shape to them.
Yeah, exactly.
Some little black truck nuts.
The teardrop balls.
So how long are you back for?
Saturday.
Yeah, it's a Saturday.
So you can go see his show of Dracula.
Huh?
You could.
Donde?
When?
Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday matinee, Saturday night.
Saturday matinee.
Maybe the Saturday night.
2 p.m. It's free.
Well, now you have to.
Well, I guess we're going back Sunday. Shit.
Well, that or getting back really late in the morning.
Oh.
I know, we were thinking of going home Saturday, so we had a day to unpack and shit.
Because we have a lot of stuff. We went camping.
We went camping
like
first.
deep woods camping.
Yeah.
Without me?
You could have come, but there was a lot of furries.
Yeah, it was a
It was a furry. It was a furry camp.
More Dracula than your body has room for.
Got it over there.
Yeah, they did say normies could come.
Yeah, normies could
I
come.
always do.
Why was that? Nah, damn it!
Well,
It's got that.
well,
too
no
slow.
pressure. I'm
Your
going to
leg is
stream
all
it as well.
sticky.
So.
Hopefully, I know. I thought we would have like dead time where nobody could hang out with us, but it's actually been pretty packed so far.
Yes.
Well, that's what happens when you live
Well,
far
look at
away and
you,
come back.
having people who love you and care
I
about you.
know. I had to move away for a better life.
What's that like?
It's better.
It's better. I gotta say.
I actually don't get gaslit by doctors anymore. It's nice.
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
Healthcare-
That's what they make
And we just don't get gas anymore.
Yeah, healthcare in southwestern PA is the tits.
Yeah.
I put gas in gaslighting. I convince you farted.
It was your fault.
It was
Yeah, the
two
other-
people in an elevator and I convinced you it was you.
Like, the bad things are like, okay, you got city stuff and you have bad neighborhoods, which is just like discriminating against neighborhoods, really. And I don't know, you're like an hour to an hour and a half away from like
Ooh,
the
maple
Trumpiest Trump
creamies.
country that ever trumped. You know?
Well, that's a good distance.
Yeah, 2 miles from the theater, you can get maple creamies too.
I know. We have to check that off the list.
Yeah, we do legit. I miss maple creamies, even though I only got them like 3 times a year at most. But like, you know, you got
When
really
you can't
good.
get it anymore, you miss it.
You got good height ice cream that they make fresh ice cream at a lot of these shops.
I know. I'm reading the
With
chat.
soft ice cream, Dairy Queen, like, you know, Burger King, like, kill me.
Yeah, but if you want the hard ice cream, Brewster's is really good. They make fresh ice cream every day.
Yeah, there you heard it first.
It's
Go
so
go
good.
go to Pittsburgh, you know, cross all the bridges, and then go eat your ice cream at Brewster's.
Chocolate.
Put that on the
ice
list.
cream.
Waddy says Brewster's is really good.
It's
Yes,
so tasty.
yes. Oh, Youngstown.
So
Okay. Yep. Okay.
We have agreement.
We haven't been. I've been to Youngstown, but I got a friend who's from there, so yeah.
In the freezer.
The friend is in the freezer.
Some of them.
Check it out, it's a freezer geezer.
There's like 15 human heads in that fridge.
Moon
Oh.
pies.
What a time to be alive. Apu, is that you?
5 hours to Pittsburgh. I mean, I've driven 8 hours over a weekend for a party, so.
Phoenix is on the other side of PA.
That was a.
That was a decision.
Spicy party.
Oh my.
Oh yeah. All the oh my.
Oh me, oh my.
Yeah, it's a haul for a lot lot of people.
Yep.
I mean, basically, unless you're from Ohio or
Fuck Ohio.
or West Virginia, it's gonna be
Hey,
a long time.
Ohio regulated, they legalized recreational weed first.
Yeah,
They beat us to it.
yeah, they did it.
There's a
I don't
dispensary
care.
already.
I just don't like that it's a slang that I don't understand.
Oh, Phoenix
Yeah.
is near Scranton, babe.
Tom's got that Skibbity Ohio riz.
Like Phoenix is near Scranton.
Scranton is
Yeah.
far.
Scat man?
It's far.
Okay, you could drive from the furthest points in Vermont, and you'll still be hours closer to of a shorter drive than Pittsburgh to Scranton.
Work on those words, buddy.
I know, words are hard, but no, like you would save hours from driving the tip to tip in Vermont compared to driving from Pittsburgh to Scranton. It's forever.
Several
Comedians
comedians.
in
There's some
Pittsburgh.
good comedians in Pittsburgh.
All right.
And I'm up here.
Yeah.
We work all the
American,
time. We don't get out
Long
much. There's always shit to do.
Skippers was the best fish.
Skippers, ooh.
I love fried fish. What are we talking about?
Fish is delicious.
Fried fish ice cream.
No.
Sounds suspicious,
Shout out to the-
but delicious.
But still.
Let us go and buy.
All right, let's
Okay.
go. All right.
We're done hijacking
Yes.
Eric's stream.
It was wonderful seeing you for a couple
Now
minutes.
you know what the mayor bear
All right.
looks like in
Hey,
real life.
Hey, chat. Yeah, Xander01 if you've ever seen me for like 2 times I've ever said anything.
I have the longest
Hi.
name, Mayor Bear Panda Booty.
Panda booty.
Panda Booty!
Well, that was a nice surprise. I can't believe I was So not oblivious for that amount of time. Phoenix can't confirm traveled 10 hours from here to Indianapolis, and PA takes forever. Fates has only been in the New England area your whole life with 1 week in D.C. The most exotic thing in years was a couple weeks ago when we went to Long Island Sound. That dinner at Skipper's was the best fish. It was really good, yeah. I forgot what the place was called. Tell Mary... okay, we'll do that right now so I don't forget. Mary, Lottie said you're lovely. Probably can't hear it over the AC. She says, "Oh, tell her I said Waddy." I mean, Waddy. You mainly remember the name thanks to the penguins of Madagascar. All right, what is okay? It is just about time to jump over to Marbs, but let's see. Let's do a final swoop around our town here. Yeah, we didn't. Well, we fixed our power problem, so that's good. There's a doo-doo water bad tide approaching, so we can deal with that next. And it's a good place to leave it. We'll deal with the doo-doo water and continue our trudge towards our end game goal of installing a mine and yeah, maybe build something else over here to take advantage of this power. Maybe something recreational for the beavers. Ooh. So, yeah, let's give this a save. And then it'll be time for Marbs. Battery! Hello, hello, hello! Oh, Anyame is still here, giving us the heckin' lurk. Well, if you're going to be here for a little bit longer, we're just about to play some Marbs. CB's going to go swap your Morongo for some... okay. Did you mean pajamas, or did you mean what you said there, CP Geek? All right, well. Talking about coffee, Heath Bar. Oh, okay. Ice cream. Ice cream. Swap your Morongo for some Ben and Jerry's and make a pee-pee in the body. Oh. Anyway. All right, let's jump on in here, play a little bit of Mobs. And then peace on out for the evening. Because tomorrow's going to come soon. There was a Marbles update I did install before stream. We'll see if it runs properly. I hope it does. 3:30 a.m. here, so I won't be awake much longer. No worries, battery. No worries. Sleep is important, yo. Fishin' time. I swore that said fistin' time. Anyway. What the heck is this? Oh, apparently we received a drop. Well, I guess we will update our category, so maybe we'll get some more. Marbles. And it didn't update. Let's try this again. Marbles. There we go. Eric's mind is in the sewers. Yeah, but it's nice and warm here, and it doesn't rain, and it smells a bit, but it's got a heart of gold. Ben & Jerry's is really good ice cream. I just have no money to safely spend on it. Yeah, it's pricey, especially, I mean, even in Vermont, it's expensive. I've often seen it cheaper outside of Vermont. All right, community maps. 5-a-rooney. Let's go. Doot. Oh, and one of them is called Just.
Excellent!
Seems like it was the way it was meant to be. All right. Exclamation point play, everybody. Let's get those marbs on the board. Oh, yeah. Well, once it loads the damn game, if it does. Hello? 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 There we go. Okay. And don't forget, you can customize your marb with an exclamation point play and then a number between 1 and 8. All right, I think you're going to have to do that again, Anya May. All right, we got HB, we got Waddy. Are you receiving me? All right, so Anya May, we'll need you to get back on the board there. It was a little too early. It was still loading the game. Oh, I suppose I should jump on in, too. Yes, we are seeing you, Seema. And you're on the board. Oh, we got 6 marbs already. We got Waddy, myself, Seema, HB, CB Geek, and Battery. Exclamation point play if you want to jump on in. Face's stream screen is frozen, but you can still hear. I hope it's not frozen for anyone else. Marbies! Marber! Fancy seeing you here. Hey!
Whoa. Marber Panda Booty just cheered 1 bits. Swiggity swooty.
Swiggity swooty. She brought that booty in real life. And it took me 5 minutes to notice. Oh, God, that was funny. That was funny. Now, you live with a 5 to 9. All right, we have 8 marbs on the board, unlocking that coveted 8th place position and the possibility of hat tricks. All right, we got Mayor Bear on the board now, too. That brings us up to 9. Anybody else hanging out, lurking, wants to jump on in, exclamation point plays, all you gots to do. My screen is you making a face and the marb screen is up. Huh. Maybe exit out and then come back in, Fates. Maybe that'll fix it. My iPad monitor here, everything looks fine. My on-screen monitor, that looks fine.
Yeah.
That sounded fine. Refresh your shiz, Brosif. My name is Brosif Gribble. Actually, that sounded like Bobby. Yeah, sometimes my laptop does the same thing when I'm doing a software build. Have to close and reopen the browser sometimes. Ver annoying. All right, well, we'll give you a second to do that, Fates, and then once you're... Ah, there you go.
I look like I know what a JPEG is. I just want a picture of a goddamn...
Put your goddamn hot dogs in the chat if you got them.
Dog. Goddamn hot dog. Goddamn
hot dogs in the chat.
I just want a picture of a... I just want a picture of a... I look like I know what a JPEG is.
Oh no, my RGB button isn't working. Does this one work? Oh no, that's not working either. Oh, I'm gonna have to reprogram all my lights, aren't I? Dang it! That's what I get for doing an update. Oh, now they worked. That's weird. Took longer since you got a Progressive Insurance ad. Boo! You don't even have a car. If I had to close and reopen my browser, I'd lose the 60 tabs you've had open for 5 months. All right, well, I'm going to assume everyone's here. We're going to do roll call real quick, and then we're going to get rolling on race number 1. All right, we got Waddy way over here by your lonesome. We got myself, Seema, Rickshaw Tom, Fates, HB, CB Geek, Battery, and Mare Bear. And Anya May! Woo! Anya May brings us up to double digits. Nice to see you, Anya May. Where the heck's my mouse? There we go. All right, let's get it rolling here. You can make it so the tabs reopen when you restart your browser. Ah, dang it, Fates. Now I'm sitting in the dark. Now I'm scared. All right, rolling on out here. Why is it so? We need some tunes. There, that's better. All right, we're splitting the field here. Looks like it's Waddy versus Wait, where the heck did Anya May go? Is that... Oh, it's a warp spot to where? Where the heck did Anya May go? You hit that warp point and you just... Where? Oh, it sent you back to the beginning. Oh, that's lame. Oh, that's just a loop. Everyone over there stuck in a loop. Whereas Waddy is over here just slowly working towards victory because everyone else is stuck in this death loop. Oh, Rickshaw Tom made it out. Oh, but now Waddy's stuck in the elbow of doom. Oh, Rickshaw Tom making the jump. Waddy's still stuck in the elbow. Now Rickshaw Tom in first place, going towards one of the fastest spinneroonies I've ever seen. That's a peddling. Getting his marble paddled right in front of everyone. Oh, we got myself HB and who else? And Anya May way off in this direction. All right, kablamo! Rickshaw Tom still technically in the lead here. Not by much. Rickshaw Tom still in the lead. Oh, Battery off for some Yeetsa Pizza. There we go. Sorry, stepped away. No worries, Anya May. We're glad to have you here. Yeetsa Pizza! All right, this Tumble Dryer of Despair could be a great equalizer, and it is your boy getting the opportune drop out of it. Hashtag not hacking, hashtag not rigged. Getting a bit of a lead here. Rickshaw Tom down to second place now. Oh, and your boy overshooting, missing the hole completely. Oh, but Rickshaw Tom does as well. Oh, something in there went kablamo. As soon as it went in the hole, it went boom. Oh, we're closing in on the finish. Your boy, though, got a pretty good lead. Hashtag not hacking, hashtag not rigged. Just got to get through. Oh, you're taking the slow path through this labyrinth. Oh, you're getting the runaround now. Or you were just finishing with style points. There's your boy with the W. I'm allowed to win sometimes, damn it. Here comes Rickshaw Tom for the sexy silver. Here's Anya May, hoping to lock in. Hoping to lock in that LeBron's. If Chrome, go to Chrome. Oh, it's instructions. Thanks for saving the tabbed, folks, CP Geek. All right, Anya May making that third place official, but Fates offers some Yeetsa Pizza. CP Geek stealing that overall 8th and some slices of Yeetsa Pizza as well. Thanks for the GGs, Seema. Seema going for some Yeetsa Pizza as well. There it is.
Whoa. Hurricane_Badger just cheered 1 bits. hashtag hacking, hashtag rigged, hashtag scam, hashtag ploy, hashtag ruse, hashtag bamboozled, hashtag shenanigans, hashtag tomfoolery, hashtag hoodwinked, hashtag poppycock, hashtag malarkey, hashtag balderdash, hashtag claptrap, hashtag rapscallion, hashtag hooks, hashtag con, hashtag
just keeps
Flintman,
going.
hashtag bunko, hashtag slide, hashtag humbug, hashtag thimble rig, hashtag racket,
Thimble
hashtag
rig.
sham, hashtag jig, hashtag Seuss, hashtag GG Eric.
Wow, that's amazing. Thank you, HB. Missed who got 8th and needs... It was CP Geek, I believe. Yep, CP Geek stealing that 8th and a couple of slices of Yeats of pizza. Your boy with the W, Rickshaw Tom 2nd, Onime 3rd, Mare Bear in 4th, Waddy 5th, HB 6th, CMA 7th, CP Geek in 8th, Fates 9th, and Battery in 10th. CP Geek, how dare! HB done started the hashtag raid. All right, let's move on to race number 2, Electric Boogaloo Rollin' Rainbow Road. By now, you should know exactly how I dare. You've run out of sim. Hey, that is... At least my sound's still working. I don't have to remap those. All right, we got our magic number at 10. Anybody hanging out, lurking, wants to jump on in, exclamation point, play. We'll do roll call here just to make sure we're not missing anybody. We got Phoenix, we got Fates, Rickshaw Tom, Mare Bear, Anyame, HB, Waddy, CB Geek, Seema, and myself. If I didn't say your name, you're not currently on the board. But we'll give you a second while I take a little sipperoonie in my beverage. Yeah, this peach buble liquid was very disappointing. And I gotta take this off before we start. Holy moly. That could have been bad. All right, well, I think we're all here. 10 was our magic number, so let's get rolling. And I'm still sitting in the dark. All right, we got our little mob stars. Hey, classic. Interesting course here. It is. Holy crap! Look at it. Definitely. Oh, and we got a boo. This is definitely modeled after Rainbow Road. You got the boxes and everything. Zippity zop zooms. This is really neat. Oh, we got a toad up here. Look at that. This is really clever. Oh, we got Waddy and Mare Bear way back there. Marching to the beat of their own drum. Just hanging out, having some fun. Not taking anything too seriously, because why should you? And then at the other end of the course, we have HB, Rickshaw Tom, and Anya May duking it out for top 3. It is very specifically legally distinct from Rainbow Road. It's rolling rainbow. It just happens to be a road. Zippity zop zoom through the loop. ML? I wonder what that could be. Machine learning. Phoenix currently in the lead. HB second. Anyame in third. But it's Rainbow Road. Anything could change. Yeah. Rolling towards the finish here. Who's it gonna be? Oh, it's gonna be close. Looks like we might have a photo finish. Could be HB, could be Phoenix. That's some airtime there. And it looks like HB's got it locked in. HB with the W. Anya May scooting past CB Geek for stealing that second. CB Geek third. Rickshaw Tom fourth. Phoenix in fifth. Fate sixth. CMOS seventh. Now we're just waiting on Mare Bear and Waddy to round things out. It's Ribbon Candy Road. There we go. Eric out there. Yeah, I guess I had to believe it. I'm looking right at it. All right, Mare Bear not finishing dead last. Here comes Waddy rounding things out. But HB with the W. All right, we're halfway through here. Race number 3. Savage Howling Abyss! Exclamation point play. Woo times 2. Woo! Woo! Miss Lacey. I smell cuties. Well, you have a good sense of smell because I got surprised by a Mare Bear and a Xander walking into my room, which is something because they live a couple of states away, and they and they walked on in here, and I didn't even notice they were here. Nice to see you, Miss Lacey. Exclamation point play, everybody. Let's get back on the board. Hello, hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Haven't seen your fine face here in a while. Hope things have been going well for you, my dear. Speaking of Savage Howling Abyss, how's the werewolves doing? All right, we got 9 marbs on the board here. Our magic number is 10. Although Miss Lacey here, our magic number becomes 11. Sorry for being so MIA. I've been too. This is my first stream in 10 days. I'm halfway through a run of Dracula right now. So I have 5 more shows coming up this weekend. And then that's done. I tell you, though, your boy Van Helsing's a little tired. But that's okay. Waddy's been reading normal fantasy novels lately on the second book of Akatar series, but honestly, it could really use more werewolves. All right, we got Mare Bear, myself, Anya May, Lou Lacey, Fates, Waddy, CB Geek, Phoenix, and HB. If I didn't say your name, you're not on the board! Exclamation point play. Looks like we're missing Seema? I think we're missing Seema. There's mostly just Faye in this series. Ah, and there's Seema. That brings our magic number to 10, but we're still missing someone. It looks like we are missing Rickshaw Tom. So we got Seema, Mare Bear, myself, Anya May, Miss Lacey, Fates, CB Geek, Waddy, Phoenix, and HB.
Paging Rickshaw Tom, you're wanted at the service desk. There is a Miss Lacey here at the service desk, wants to see you. Rickshaw Tom, exclamation point play, you're wanted at the service desk.
There you go. All right, let's get a rollin'. The first book follows a Beauty and the Beast narrative, but I didn't get super into. I'm enjoying the second book more, but overall I liked the Throne of Glass series more than you're liking Akatar. There's really not enough spot, honestly.
These films aren't as fun as beer. Sure, I'm all dizzy and nauseous, but where's the inflated sense of self-esteem?
Just change the context for smut in the book. Glass toilets sound like a bad design. Well, you can see where the clogs are. Oh, that's terrible. All right, Hammer of Truth time. Flaming Hammers of Truth. Who will be judged thusly? Oh, HB scooting around. Good strategy. Miss Lacey doing the same thing. Rickshaw Tom getting pounded hard. HB currently in the lead. Oh, but here come Miss Lacey and Waddy making it a race. Flying on into that tumble dryer of despair. Oh, Seema and Rickshaw Tom offer some Yeetza Pizza. Oh, CB Geek as well. Oh, Phoenix. Phoenix Yeetza Pizza and stealing that overall 8th. Mare Bear was distracting him. And there is Tom. I support a good distraction. Well, apparently Mare Bear wasn't distracting enough because I was sitting here playing Timberborn for like 5 minutes and she's standing behind me like waving at the camera and I just am not seeing her. Oh no, Miss Lacey joining the Yeetza Pizza folks now. As is Fates. We got half the field going for some Yeetza Pizza. The rest of us are going to feel a little left out at this point. HB is still leading the way, though, but we got some deadly lasers and other obstacles down ahead. So time will tell. It's mine, all mine. Phoenix out there. Miss Lacey's doing good, just getting your new work-life balance figured out. Well, I hope that is going well, and I hope you're able to dial it in just how it needs to be. But now as we begin to get to the end-ish of my theater season, I can start to think about going back to the West Coast and, you know, actually visiting you, like I was unable to do a couple months ago. So hopefully, by the time I'm able to do that, everything is in place for you. Very understandable. I'm training this week for Waddy's training this week for a new job. You're gonna have to figure that out too once you finally start. Oh, and Waddy jumping off the board for some Yeetza Pizza, as is HB. I think only me and Anya May are left on the board here. Everyone else is off for some Yeetza Pizza. Fingers heckin' crossed. Dang right. Where's Anya May? Okay, there's Anya May. All right. What the heck kind of contraption is this? I'm bouncing around there all cattywampus. That is not the right word for what I was thinking, but it's like we're stuck in an air popper here. Oh, Anya May escapes. Otherwise, we'd have been jumping around in there forever. Mare Bear is the best distraction. Oh my. Yeah, I'm gonna. Someone clipped. I'm gonna have to go back after streaming and see just what Mare Bear was doing behind. Because I still don't know. She could have been doing anything back there. I kept hearing things, and I'm like, I don't know. I think it's the beavers. I think it's the beavers in the game that are making those sounds. I've never heard them make those sounds before. Oh, thank you for sharing the clip. I wish Yeetza wasn't so expensive. I haven't had pizza since going to Felino's with you, Tom, and Phoenix. I love Felino's, but I might have to stick to Little Caesars for pizza for a while. I mean, I'm of the camp that Little Caesars ain't that bad. I would take Little Caesars over Domino's or pretty much any other chain pizza. Oh, and your boy with the W! Anya May! Is Anya May gonna get the sexy silver? You just have to escape the labyrinth. Alright, just don't fall off the stairs, Anya May, and you got that sexy silver locked in. And there you go, making it look easy. Oh, and your boy with the world record. Hell yeah. Haven't had one of those in a while.
Excellent!
I will take it. 4 minutes, 30 seconds, and it's all my... Dude, I shaved 30 seconds off the world record. Hell yeah. Good job, me. Here it is
Whoa.
again.
Hurricane _ Badger just cheered 1 bits. Hashtag hacking, hashtag rigged, hashtag scam, hashtag ploy, hashtag ruse, hashtag bamboozled, hashtag shenanigans,
Guess I'll take a drink while that plays out.
Hashtag hoodwinked, hashtag poppycock, hashtag malarkey, hashtag balderdash, hashtag claptrap, hashtag rapscallion, hashtag hooks, hashtag con, hashtag flimflam, hashtag bunko, hashtag slide, hashtag humbug, hashtag thimblerig, hashtag racket, hashtag sham, hashtag jig, hashtag Seuss, hashtag GG on the world record, Eric.
Oh god, CP Geek!
Whoa. CP Geek 2 just cheered 5 bits. Hashtag hacking, hashtag rigged, hashtag
reading
scam,
it
hashtag
again.
ploy, hashtag ruse, hashtag bamboozled, hashtag shenanigans, hashtag tomfoolery, hashtag hoodwinked,
You guys are making Trashly work for it.
Hashtag malarkey, hashtag balderdash,
She's working her mouth off for those 5 bits.
Hashtag hooks,
If you
hashtag
catch my
con,
meaning.
hashtag flimflam, hashtag
Don't be
bunko,
stealing
hashtag
my
slide,
gimmick.
hashtag humbug, hashtag thimblerig, hashtag racket, hashtag sham, hashtag jig, hashtag Seuss, hashtag GG on the world record, Eric.
Hashtag. Yo, dog, I heard you like hashtags, so I put some hashtags inside your hashtags, so now you can hashtag while you hashtag. It's gonna get to the point where, you know, when you say a word enough times that it just starts to sound fake and loses all meaning. Exclamation point play, though, before we get that far. Oh, train just went by. Yeah, this Buble syrup is not good. No, syrup, essence, whatever. Flavored propylene glycol is not good. Yeah. Big disappoint there. I'm still going to drink what I've made, but... yeah. Would not recommend. Would not recommend. There's a legit professional soccer club in England called #United. Yes, like if you stare at a corner of a room and continuously say the word party, it becomes T-Bar. You know there's a Gen Z out there named #. Oh, God. Or maybe even a Gen A at this point, Gen Alpha. Mopar? Mopar or no par. All right, we got 8 on the board. Our magic number is 10 or 11. We'll see. All right, we got CB Geek, Anya May, myself, HB, Phoenix, Mare Bear, Seema, and Fates. Exclamation point play. You don't want to miss out unless you do. And hey, that's just you. That's just you living your life. Virus equals very yes. Actually, yeah, CB Geek, the other day you shared that the Strong Bad's computer thing about the virus, you know, very yes. And I actually made that the background on all of my computers at work because I was like, why not? What was it? Not egregious error. I'm trying to remember what it's... I was looking at it all day and I can't remember what it says. But flagrant, that's it. Flagrant error. All right, we got 9 Marvs. We're just missing someone. We got CB Geek, Anya May, Rickshaw Tom, myself, HB, Phoenix, Mare Bear, Seema, and Fates. If we didn't scare Miss Lacey away with our hashtag wars. Oh, there's Waddy for 10. And if Miss Lacey's still here, not scared off by all the hashtags, she can jump back in as well. This is the penultimate race. We got one more race after this one, and then we are at the end of the stream, believe it or not. Time flies when you're having fun.
But
Paging Miss Lacey, if you're still here, you are summoned to the service desk for Marbles on Stream. Miss Lacey, if you're still in the store, you are summoned to the service desk for Marbles on Stream. Thank you for shopping at Ames.
Flagrant system error. Computer over. Computer over. Virus equals very yes.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. And that's on all my monitors at work. Someone came into my office and they were kind of side-eyeing it, but they didn't say anything. All right, we're going to roll. It's getting late, and your boy's going to have to get some sleep eventually. So if we missed you this time, we can meet up with you at the last station for the last race. World record for this one, 2 minutes, 23 seconds. Got a pretty tight group in here. SEMA, though. We'll see if SEMA can hold on to it, though. Hold on for one more day. Oh, and I spoke too soon. Oh, no, could be. Oh. Hard to say with these angles of attack. Could be Fates. Fates into the lead here. Phoenix in second, SEMA third, Rickshaw Tom in fourth. Fates rolling with the meat wad. Oh, but Phoenix getting an assist from Ann Iva's curlers. Now Phoenix is in first place. But anything could happen, and it will, and it does. Phoenix in first, SEMA second, Fates in third, Mare Bear in fourth. We haven't had a Mare Bear How Dare yet. But the opportunities are present. Phoenix, though. Phoenix is holding on. SEMA second, Fates third, Mare Bear in fourth. This is a really weird, lumpy course. It's like they unrolled a carpet and didn't bother to straighten it out. Phoenix gaining a little distance, though. Oh, but heading straight for one of Ann Iva's curlers. Oh, just missed. Just missed it.
Out and let me shit. Forget about it. Just let me shit my pants.
Just let me shit my pants. All right, flying across the pegboard here. Oh, Fates, though, flying right through. Fates with a boost of power from something or somewhere. With that W, well done, Fates. Rickshaw Tom second, Phoenix third, Mare Bear in fourth, Anya May fifth, CB Geek sixth, HB seventh. Oh. The battle for eighth is on. Neck and neck, me and Waddy here. Who's going to get it? Oh, we both stumble. Here comes SEMA. Is SEMA going to steal the eighth? Oh, no, we're all going the wrong way. Uh-oh, Flames of Oblivion. I think Waddy hit it first, though. I think utilizing the Flames of Oblivion, Waddy might have gotten the eighth. Let's see. No, Waddy did not get the eighth. It was inverted, so... So SEMA ended up getting the eighth. The Fates with the W, Rickshaw Tom second, Phoenix third, Mare Bear fourth, Anya May fifth, CB Geek in sixth, HB seventh. SEMA, how daring, and getting that Flame of Oblivion to eighth. Your boy ninth, Waddy in 10th. All right, we got one more race here. One more race. Waddy's just working on the overall eighth at this point. Solid strat. All right, last track just...
Excellent!
Night! Exclamation point play. All right, last race, and then we will peace out for the evening. But exclamation point play, you don't want to miss out. Is Yitza still 5? Yes. It looks like it is now... It looks like it's Hawaiian pizza for this race. Ham and pineapple. Ugh. Yeah, Space Cat is 2, Krabby Cakes is 3, Purple Demon is 4, Yitza Pizza is 5, Ice Cream Sandwich is 6, I'm a Potato is 7th, and Rad is 8. I'm keeping my eyes open for new skins, but it's the relevant and worthwhile ones are few and far between. But as they show up, we will keep adding them. No wins for us, but we both got a how dare. And that's the gift that keeps on giving. Keeping it in the family, Seema. All right, we got 9 Marbs. We got 9 Marbs. Who we missing here? Our magic number should be 10 or 11 if Miss Lacey gets back in. I think we scared her off, though, with all the hashtag wars. All right, we got CP Geek, myself, Mare Bear, Waddy, Seema, Fates, Phoenix, HB, and Anya May. If I didn't say your name, you're not on the board. And I think it's Rickshaw Tom we're missing.
Paging Rickshaw Tom for the final race, Marbles on Stream. Paging Rickshaw Tom to the service desk for the final race, Marbles on Stream.
Yes, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. We are down to the final race for Marbles on Stream. You're listening on AM radio.
Yeah, forgot that was a thing. I don't know. We might have to roll without Rickshaw Tom for the final race. We'll see. Probably being distracted by the Mare Bear again. All right, I'm going to take one more swiggeroony here. And then we're going to roll. Anya May sending some hearts to Fates. Also no lamp. Oh yeah. Oh well, he was working the concert and probably takes a while to get out of there, so oh well. But he will be back next Tuesday, and what is next Tuesday, everyone? We are finally gonna make ourselves carbonated ramen noodles next Tuesday, 1 week from today. Oh, ChatGPT, you're amazing. All right, we're going to roll. If you're not here, then you are being left behind.
Whoa. CP Geek 2 just shared 1 bits. Hi there. I'm just a wild and free spirit with a bit of a naughty side. Some might call me a little slutty, but I prefer to think of myself as adventurous and playful. I love galloping through the fields, feeling the wind in my mane, and exploring every little corner of life with unrestrained enthusiasm. Whether it's chasing after the other horses or just soaking up the sun, I embrace every moment with a spirited flair. So, come along for the ride, there's a lot of fun to be had.
In her own words, everybody. Miss Trashley in her own words. She's basically just a slutty horse living her best life. Of course. I hope somebody clips that, because that's pretty amazing. Heck, if someone does clip that, I will make that a sound alert. Oh, Seema, our first Yitza Pizza of the last race. Seema going for all the Yitza Pizza. Where the heck? Oh, there goes Waddy. Waddy! Last race, Yitza Pizza and stealing... it's not stealing the 8th. Waddy is just claiming what is rightfully Waddy's with that 8th. Phoenix joining for some Yitza Pizza as well. Waddy got her 8th. Yes! Oh, CB Geek offers a Meets a Pizza. Mare Bear offer Yeets a Pizza. I think it says I'm leading, but I'm way. Am I? Maybe I am. Oh yeah, I guess I am. Your boy's back in the. I guess I'm going 3 for 3. Your boy's gonna get another W. Maybe. Anime currently in second, Fates in third. Your boy way off in the lead. Trashly. Good old Trashly. Just a slutty horse living her best life. It's been a hot minute since we played the OG Resident Evil 4 on the channel. Well over a year. We played the remake, but we haven't gone back to the OG. Maybe we'll have to do that in the near future. We are coming up on October, though, and remember, October is Spooky Game Month, so perfect opportunity to replay the old RE4. Oh, and your boy offer Yeets a Pizza just falling off the course. It was my choice to exit the race so that someone else could win. Your boy just pulling the Biden there. Now Fates is in first place. Fates hits the mark. Oh, but can't stick the landing. Fates is off for Yeets a Pizza 2. Only Anya May and HB remain. Trashly's dating profile. All right, Anya May and HB. Can one of them get the W, or is it going to be Yeets a Pizza for everybody? Anya May with the W, HB with the sexy silver, showing us how it's done. Everyone else eating some delicious Yeets a Pizza, but don't worry, Anya May and HB, we'll save you a slice. Last time I saw Resident Evil flip that noise was playing through them. All right, we got one last thing remaining, and that is to head on over to Victory Valley, see who stands tall, stands proud, and is going home with all the gold, glory, and bragging rights. In third place, going home with LeBrons, we've got none other than Rickshaw Tom, who missed the last race, but still manages to stand on the podium. And in second place, going home with silver, sexy silver, is none other than... Hey, it's your boy with the supreme pizza at that. Looks delicious. But in first place, going home with all the gold, all the glory, and all the bragging rights is none other than the most... Excellent! Anya May! Well done, Anya May, on that overall W. 205 points and 1 W, putting you just ahead of me with 201 points and 2 dubs. Rickshaw Tom in third, 68-0. HB fourth, 50-1. Fates in fifth, 34-1. Phoenix sixth, 21-0. CB Geek in seventh, 17-0. Waddy called it. Waddy called your shot. Getting that overall 8th as well. Mare Bear in 9th, Miss Lacey in 10th, Battery in 11th, and Seema in 12th, rounding things out here. I got points? How the F did that happen? Well, there was a few of the races where you spent a bit of time in first place, and I think that's where you get the points. That's my guess. But well done, everybody, because after all, we are all excellent on this blessed day. But with that being said, we are at the end of stream here. You can have my 4th, Fates. Oh, everyone's being so nice. Oh, and now I'm sitting in the dark again. That's all right, though. But thank you, everybody, for popping in and hanging out. Thank you, Mare Bear and Xander, for popping on in and surprising the heck out of me, bringing me some drinks that we will be getting to in the very near future. And now with that, Fates has the hat trick. Well done, well done. Go hang out with Mare Bear. All right, Tuesdays we don't raid out, so we're just gonna do the old peace out. But as I said, I am going to be doing my absolute best to stream Dracula here on Twitch on Friday. So 7:30 start time, 7:25, but 7:30 the show starts. assuming everything that I'm installing goes to plan. So plan on it, 7:30 Dracula here on Twitch. And then Saturday night, I will be streaming it over on the Coreyworks YouTube channel. So have a great night, everybody. Have a great rest of your week. And next Tuesday, a week from today, we'll be back here, same stream time, same stream place, and we will be making some carbonated ramen noodles. But until then, all we have to do is say so long and good night. So long and nope. So long and good night.
You ever just eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and then after you eat the peanut butter and jelly sandwich, you start
and Waddy's B-Days in 10 days. So we may have a stream takeover. We shall see. All right. But yeah, for real, not for play. So long and good night. So long and good night.
And butthole pleasures.
It's not about butthole pleasures at all.
Someone did it.